Okay, so it's supposed to rain tonight, so that's why I'm not biking. I'm just walking to my bike classes. It's not so far, but we're gonna have to walk back as well. And I think that is a good opportunity to make a video, but I don't know what about. What do I want to talk about? Well, we went to the bridge program this morning. It was good. We ended up taking the bus this morning because we feared that it would rain, which is fine. I mean, I think, in all honesty, biking can get tiring after a while, especially as far as that. So we're going to Kung Fu and then combat classes. I really enjoy these classes. We go through a set of drills, usually postures. For combat classes, we go through some drills and postures, but mostly sparring. And we do have some planned sessions, some standard drills, but we also have freestyle sparring. So that's always fun. It's always nice to fight. I always enjoy that. And I would never say no to a fight. What else is new? Over lost funds. I was told police, the detective contacted me. She told me to send her the addresses that the funds were sent to see if they could do anything. But since it's outside of Canadian jurisdiction, the courts or the police can't do anything about it. So I'm just waiting for the bank to see if they can do anything about it. But I think nothing will be done about it. But I'm still gonna keep fighting it and keep waiting, keep trying to see what kind of answers we can get over time. Otherwise, I guess I'm living simply, not spending too much money. I don't have too much money. Doing what I can, moving, taking a program at the hospital. I think the hospital program helps because I just bring my negativity there and then they bring out some positive ideas. Like today we were talking about hope, and usually I think there's no hope. There are only bad things that are going to happen, but they kind of open the door to positive thinking and positive ideas, positive framework or mindset. Well, I think I'm just grateful to have all of these activities lined up for me because I enjoy them a lot. And yeah, it can be tiring to get up in the morning or to go places, but I'd rather do that than not do anything. If I had nothing planned, if I had no exercises, no activities, then I'd have to figure it out on my own. And that's always hard. I mean, yeah, I guess I could practice some chords on guitar, but you can only go so far. And you kind of get stuck at the spot where you're trying to make music, but you're only playing chords and you don't really make sense of it, or it doesn't really sound like music, or it doesn't sound like a song. It just sort of sounds like you're playing chords, and that's the place where I'm stuck at. Video games. Obviously, we can play video games. I think I'm pretty good at RTS. But of course, I get stuck, and I kind of know where I'm stuck. So in order to improve more, it feels like I have to improve quite a bit to get there. Like, make a lot less of those mistakes to get there. And sometimes I just don't really know what mistakes I'm making or how I can improve. But I do know that I get stuck somewhere, especially since, for instance, there was this brutal mission, Terran, the second mission, I can't even beat anymore. And I beat that when I was younger, when the game came out. And I'm also stuck on a hard mode, the Night Elf mission number 3. I think that's difficult. And some people can beat the brutal difficulty and hard difficulty without much struggle. Good for them, because I still struggle. So maybe I'm not as good as them at these games. And yeah, I got to Masters League in StarCraft. I think that was great. I was just playing at a friend's house, and I got placed into Masters League, and I was actually playing against Masters players, or Diamond players as well. Diamond or Master. And I felt like maybe I was at that level of StarCraft. But I still think there's room for improvement, for sure. But I do think that I play better than I ever did before. So there's that. That's pretty good. I haven't touched poker in a while. I feel like withdrawing all my money from the site, it's fine. It does feel a bit good to have some money with poker, but of course it doesn't feel good to lose $10,000 to fraud. Especially, obviously, you don't want it to happen to you, and it does. So you just got to be more careful. I think if a lot of people lost $10,000, they would feel very sad, and they would have, a lot of pains, because that seems like a lot of money. But at the same time, I kind of feel like I've gotten over the pain a little bit and the struggle. I kind of just have figured out the days that are coming ahead and plan for that. And I don't spend much, so I should be okay. But it's kind of like an emergency don't spend much feeling when you have to do within what you have, and you can't really go out much. But I'm still able to move, and I'm still able to do activities. I mean, these activities don't cost very much. The hospital program is free, and it was offered to me, so it gives me something to do. It gives me time to reflect on things and look at things from another perspective, and gives me reason to feel more positive about my life. So sometimes I do feel quite good despite all the bad things that have happened, because I was saving money before, so I can do it again. It's not like I need to spend money, so just don't let it happen again. I guess if it happens one time, obviously you wouldn't want it to happen one time, but we don't need it to happen 2 times. So just be prepared for that. Of course, if something like that happens, then there are some sacrifices that you need to make, which is fine. You just have to mentally be prepared, physically, psychologically, be strong, know how to fight it. I had a Diablo 2 character before I reformatted my computer. I forgot to save the character, unfortunately, but that was kind of fun to Diablo 2 is kind of fun. Um, and I like to spend time outside, so there was also rollerblading, which is fun. Um, I think I've gotten pretty good at it. Like, I can rollerblade pretty fast now. Sometimes I like to do that, especially if it's nice out, because it won't be nice out forever. It's going to start getting colder, so I won't be able to spend as much time outside. I think my instructor for the kung fu class, for the fighting classes, I think he's very able, very masterful. So I like to learn from him. I like to follow his drills and mentality a little bit. I gotten to know him, so I think he's pretty good. Otherwise, what else is new? I think always people are going to have clashing ideologies or ideas, or clashing idealism, or when reality hits. You know, I feel like I can't really like everyone. I don't have time, I guess. I just like to keep myself busy, always moving, always doing things, so that I don't fall into depression or sadness. That's what I hope. But obviously, I do feel despair and sadness a lot. So I would like to express that in music, if possible. I think it is possible. I mean, it doesn't seem that hard to play, some chords and to time it so that it sounds like despair. Use, the high-pitched vocals. I think those sound pretty good. But musically, I think a lot of the time we run out of ideas of what to do, because it feels like everything has been done. It's like, I'm not a painter, but I can imagine if you're starting out as a painter and you realize that there's art already, and whatever idea you've had for art has already been done, and you try to want to do your own thing, but you kind of feel that what's the point if there's already something created that had my idea, and it probably did it better than I could. So I feel that a lot. Especially with gaming, I feel, okay, I can be pretty good, but someone can do this better, or this has been done already. Someone has done it a lot better. So there's a certain futility we face when we know it's just, we're stuck somewhere in our skill level and we want to improve, but we find it difficult. And somebody has already, resolved it where we want it to be. Okay, well, I'm almost there. It's actually not as far as I thought. It doesn't take that long to walk. I'll talk to you later. Bye.